got a little distracted and I wasn't sure if I was going to hop on, but I really want to keep playing, so. That's such a cute sheep.
I've spotted something.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great...
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace. You step away.
She realized soon enough that it... But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percent... Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, but no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Me? Why, It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta douglasii on the tongue.
Sounds like bullshit.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration. She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of but she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silver Glen by name. Utter rubbish, Well, I expect she'll be... Certainly, what would you like to... The counsellor, from what I can tell, I've applied... I declare...
Healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
So, which of you is more... Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are, barging in here? Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing? But this decision feels like precisely the I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best... What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued, thankfully for him, quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with... Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. Don't dither long.
This troubled mind can't have gotten far.
Please, these men don't have long.
Those men hardly sound long for this world. What's taking Tenderfoot so long?
Oh.
Thank goodness the Source Hunter is here. I'm in desperate need of some insight. What a relief to share the burden of this impossible task. What do you think? Would you like to learn more about the... You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, I can't see chat right this second.
She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
There we go. I can see chatting. Sorry about that.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now.
Yes. Boris does.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver this.
Thank
No,
the seven.
no, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning.
I wish there were enough stones left.
Thank you. Thank you. That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I'm feeling stronger already. What will I do? And after I've climbed, I'll see you around? I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Now, a tone soothing a corpse's...
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. Haha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has... It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most... No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a... Well, but this is only speculation, of course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that just yet. Okay. Oh yeah, the counselor. Bloody murder investigation, I completely forgot.
Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investing. Ready to up.
Right. There's nothing in here.
Aaron has as many friends as with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Really almost did it.
A magical pyramid, eh? Out! No!
If she
you
soaks in
please!
flower stink much
This
longer,
room is
dear.
That's enough of that now!
Leave a leg of something good for when she begins to starve.
Actually, why don't you join her? Not for any titillating
Don't
reasons,
just stand
but
there.
because you could do with a
Go.
dab of floral, quaintly odorous physique of yours.
The finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Not in the mood for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin there. Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel and a good stuff.
Oh, fancy that. A source hunter barging in when the lady of the house is fully dressed.
lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us.
This dog we met, how true a creature he is. How loyal and animals. Dog and deer, elk and eagle. This kind, this trusty beast. He is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one. Wise words, I know. In the animal kingdom, own this dog.
Rest in peace, darling.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb. Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Siceo. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
Rest in...
The fuck? Does anyone have... no bloody weapon?
Nothing short of incendiary.
To find someone who deals in pyro, because I need a ranged attack.
Lunging assault!
Yes, shopping. Need a bow for this one, and I need a pyro spell. Bit of distance.
Peace be with you, traveller. I once Lonnie never recovered from the loss. She was killed less than a week after she joined. May the seven keep you. Rest in peace, darling.
Join the Slug Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Tall snake, ring of worm, brew and spice of stir and churn.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only ours for the sea.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sidefields ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Red and orange, yellow.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Where's that morgue?
No excuses.
Here it is.
So,
Fine.
what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the dock? A sheep? That's a whole heap of... I suppose you're right. At least if I buried that blasted sheep. But I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing. 1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlour, and when I returned, the body was simply gone. In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden. My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city. And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence. I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary.
Frankly, I don't think he's there enough in the head.
He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement.
Oh, because you found the stone.
She could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole, but her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor.
You're being an asshole.
It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside, claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the O's. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. That old bag's as fat as a heifer. She won't miss that sheep for a moment.
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
You may be right. I suspect he has much more than mere skeletons hiding in his closets.
That's it!
And now a stern chastisement in 3, 2...
Damn it. Save.
So, what's the bad news? More a sheep? So, what's the bad news? A sheep?
Okay. Reason was apparently the best option I had.
So, what's the bad news? A sheep? So, what's the bad news? A sheep? So, what's the bad... A sheep? I suppose you're right. I buried that in its place. I knew I had now. You can imagine. Plenty of... He could have used Aureus. Can't see... I know it was she. It seemed she could... And this may or... I never... It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair. And I certainly plan on making some use of it. You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her.
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
You're right. I suspect he has much more than mere...
Watch the undead. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
On the move for cheese. An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine
Let's see. Halibut.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the... I listened in while you were talking. Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest...
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will...
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of that.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether.
Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Cheese? An excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the sun.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? My dear I introduced. If you're looking for something special, just ask. What would you... Jake, murdered? Most of the time, as you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th state. Jake, murdered, you say? Oh, yes. What? Oh, it's you! What new...
Hello again, adventurer. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Aureus now and then. That band of...
Fire barrel.
Onslaught from afar!
right where I want you. Freedom from my grasp is but a distant memory. Without aid, I will expire soon. On the mend! Sweet relief. Ah! I'm burning!
Confound it!
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
It's easy enough to gain new strength when one is carrying an entire team on one's shoulders.
The team hardly enjoys...
There we go.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
I can...
Careful now. That's a trap.
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb. So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers. Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
Mute, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like Source Hunter. Size dead end. Please let me join you.
Walgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with logs. See things you don't. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers.
Walgraf notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs.
Sorry, mate. You seem cool. Wish him well.
I'm drenched!
Do you like wells? There are a few around Sicil, though one has gone tragically...
I just didn't realise I completely ignored a bunch of stuff that got dropped.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Seems like some mutt is marking my territory. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. I came here. Someone stole Jake. Jake stole my ball once, but then he threw it far. Listen, if you go around town... Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cecil, he's all right, I guess. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it had to join you. No way. I mean, you smell pretty great. Without my best friend, the most awesome Jake ever. I smell rotten lamb chops.
Note to self, don't dig up Dave.
Another piece of trash.
Nemrys is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know.
Wow, I get some enchanted with that. I smell rotten lamb chops.
That shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems.
And I would have done so more quickly if someone weren't hovering over my shoulder like a nosy aunt.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't mean...
Ah, you return and humble. They call the undead men who?
Never saw you in the king crab before. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in, being the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say. So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight, Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, by all means. People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1. Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fish.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Tomatoes.
I'm straight. I'm true.
Oh, hello, love.
What are ye staring? Captain Jack's the name. Though those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines.
Sauce hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite sheep, best of that louse. Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel.
This is intolerable. Conversations about Source Hunter, focus.
Daemon Daemonium. Alpha. More prey.
Damn it. Stand see if you can.
Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend?
I'll figure out who murdered Jake before the day's through. Just you wait. Detective Kip is on the case.
Hello again, adventurer. Oh, he's always been something of a wrath. For my part, that band of... Third one gone. Shut so. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs.
Golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare. But where are my manners? I am Maxine. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence. Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well so, dear Sam. He's such a good old... But of course, darling. Be my guest. Heavens forbid. Oh, this...
Ah, cats. Such...
What? Oh, it's you! What news, Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye.
Yeah, this dude's an idiot. He's lost all his marbles, I reckon.
I've always been
Or he's pretending to be.
cats myself.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed? Caught unaware? The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
I am Esmeralda. What? Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims.
Well, what do you want to know? We're surrounded. Their nightmare.
So tell me, Septimus, would your... fated by the Legion, should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so.
Where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, there it is. Baking like a cake.
Is it a captain again?
Those boats that embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Oi! Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire! The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam. Oh, what now? Yes. This was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this? You, again. Do feel I'm Captain Orion. If you must. Yes? Have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let it was stolen. Yes, yes. Well, I assume you suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc. Evelyn? Master Theleron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash more bothersome than a badger down your breeches. No, she doesn't seem like the type to play hide-and-seek with stiffs to me. If you must. Yes, and he also spends most of it.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome. What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on... What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
Ugh.
Sir, you're under arrest for complicity in the murder of Councillor Jake. Please follow me.
What? That's insane. I would never.
Sir, please come quietly, or I'll have to forcefully subdue you.
Fine, fine. There's no need for that. But you must know I am an innocent man.
Fortune! Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
How did they get out with the body? I mean, it's looking like the captain, really.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Get it while it's
Oh, actually. Take one of these boots, get the doggo to sniff it. Boot. Oh wait, he would have these things on him because he's the bloody mortician.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, Esmeralda, Jake has the best. You know, I came here somewhat to join you without my best breath.
May the seven keep you.
There are ones or something down here.
Careful now. That's a trap.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
Hoping that would lead to something more useful.
vengeance from the skies!
Those dark-robed nuts really ruffle my feathers, sneaking around here at all hours.
Handsome officer, you are, kind Septimus. You must. I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Striking it rich!
You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero.
Esmeralda's a funny character. She's always got ham on the brain. I've never been inside her secret room, but I bet it's full of hams too. I'd go in and see if I were tall enough to reach the button. Say!
Button? Where's the button?
Where's Jake? Did he finally run off with that white-haired woman?
Candace. Button.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
But don't you worry, lady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint. So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
That's fucking sus.
But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached, I've never bothered to walk.
Polite, handsome, and sane.
Who the fuck is Candace?
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've got to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Might need to blow this one open.
As long as no one's in there to talk to, I don't care.
Hearty welcome to the keep. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say she came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped. By the time I burst into that, whoever done it has escaped through Councillor Jake. That poor man. I knew too much about his affair. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know? He's called the Duke of Ferrell. A high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about the names he've had, all you see before, well, between you and me, things have been...
Never had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge.
Ah, hello. Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you, Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers. It's very tragic.
Pay the big cheese on your block for the wheel of the good stuff.
Oh,
That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Hello again. Terribly sorry. So is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal. I've been studying. I've a passion. That's
The tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Well, I expect you'll be a very successful healer in a... The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will certainly want the counts from what I can tell. I declare it an act...
Size seals ever seen?
A woman with a white hair.
What's the status,
Another
soldier?
peaceful day, sir.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
welcome back to Seal Hunter.
Cruel fortune.
There's a non-zero chance that she did it.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something...
Stars, do you mean to imply he collected?
Do I seem like the sort who can...
Where's young Esmeralda the So there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like among the waves it remains, I imagine. Worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the...
Great!
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
Feeling hot under
To
the
leave
collar?
the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, source hunter.
I should have done this from the very start.
Halt! These gates are to remain. Will now be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry, you can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight. We can only hope. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours. Thank you for heeding.
I should have done this from the very start.
I can't even smell the sea air over this pond.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet address me to... Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sicil, from dark to great. Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant.
I'm seeing 2 feet. I'm Bull, the Bull. Of course, most. Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. Why, yes, most wealthy. Death. I see. I see. Oh.
Namris is the greatest.
Beyond these walls, the dead.
How can the Legion serve you today, Source Hunter? You don't look like you're quite. Thank you for heeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna find something that'll boost my perception.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond.
Join the Spud Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bag.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond bag.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each. No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Siseal's ever seen.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond land.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
I wonder.
A book about setting up the perfect crime.
Esmeralda has interesting taste in literature.
Ah, so that's what that did.
Esmeralda carries lots of cuts of meat. She carves them up herself, you know. An expert knifer, that...
A bloody dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than listen. If you're gonna accuse, perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? It's simply a butcher knife. What'll you think of next? Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival.
Oh, what now? What about it? Well, have you found any incriminate? So, you found a blooded knife in Esmeralda's cellar. Guess how to plan the perfect murder. Really? Really? She might as well wear a dress with the words "I killed Jake and I liked it" embroidered on it. But that alone wouldn't suffice to convince me.
He didn't do it. Someone's doing a pretty good job of pinging on it. I mean, a bunch of this stuff I thought, that's odd. Stuff that I was supposed to take as clues. So things like... yeah. The image chest key.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you'll be.
The finest veggies.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrell.
Bit fucking sauce.
No doubt she's
Hello. I suppose you're here to... Which one? I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that... It's very tragic.
Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap gold.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop, So, what piece of Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in. But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a bloodhound. People seem... Over the last few months, Jake grew distant. Distant and dark somehow. Something in him. It all began the day he met Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believe to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets I just know she holds. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she belongs to that sect. You know, to those who worship a goddess without name. And I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past. She hails from Silverglen. A village in the forest north of Sicil. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claw.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seven's name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended. She usually keeps it within sight at all times. I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map.
To the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Fasten tighter than the treasury.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
So she's got a lair on the beach, does she?
Perhaps that's where she stashed Jake's body.
Little stuff. I'll be totally. Oh, hello. Okay, this is the exit. Everywhere.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving.
Ah, the sauce. Oh, still not finished with that. It was stolen. Yes, yes. What is in her diet? Well, have you found any incriminating? The knife, the book, the letter. They seem harmless enough by themselves, but in conjunction.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
That's cool.
Liberté, equality, and brotherhood for all.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how...
Excellent. Warm as
Let's
fresh
keep it
apple
that way.
pie.
Beyond these
I
walls.
wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Men are who's invention these days. Don't ask me how the...
I'm drenched.
I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please consider following. If you're watching on YouTube, you want to check out the Twitch stream live, link will be in the description below. Or you can check me out at twitch.tv/Wedos96. I'll be back on Tuesday for some more Divinity Original Sin. Till next time, see you later. See you later.